today we are working on this beautiful little journal. I haven't done anything to it since we left off, but I do have some plans for it. And we are working with the Carnevale kit from Wild Rose Bohemians. And what I thought I would do with this, and I'm going to do this quickly because it's just, I want the glue to dry. So, excuse me. As you may notice, I got myself a tattoo yesterday. This little piece of plastic has to stay on there for a week. And once I can take that off, I will do a reveal and the reason why I did this one. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's Let Them. And I will explain everything. For me, it's a self-care thing. So, I am going to, what I was thinking of this guy here, because it's very bold and beautiful. Oops, I think we want to put it the right way up. And so what I thought I would do is make it put it on the back and just use it as a little slide to hold this one in or anything else. But this is what I'm going to put in there. And if you remember, this is just a piece that I took from one of the pages and made it into a large tag. So I am going to take this and I am going to take my glue. And I don't know if I've used this. I accidentally left the lid off of it one night. And I'm not certain if, yes, okay, it still works. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of glue on the sides here. Just a nice thin little, we don't want it to smear out too much. Okay, and then I'm just going to place that right about in the middle somewhere. I'm not putting a tie or a closure on this one because I believe that by the time we're done, it's going to be okay. It's not going to need a closure. This glue takes a little longer to dry. That's why I thought I would do that right away and put it down here on it so it kind of gives it a little bit of a chance to dry. So we have the ATC cards, and these are the little ones that I printed out, just using bits and pieces from the pages with my printer. My printer is an Epson, and the software that comes with it, you can do all those little different collage pages and put different photos, different photos into place. So I thought what we would do, of course we can decorate these. Yeah, that's an option. And that's what the first intention is for them. But we're going to do a little different. So I think that these two are very close in styles. So what I was thinking I would do is we could make a little pouch out of this and tuck it with something. So I'm just going to go get my, no, let's glue it first. I was going to go get my whale tail punch, but we'll glue it together first. So again, just a little bit. Okay, glue, come on now. This video will not be as long as that other one. Oh my goodness, that went a long time. I, however, did forget to, again, set my timer. I should put a sticky note that sits right in front of my face so I quit forgetting to set that. And we're just going to put that like so. And we'll give that a moment to dry. And then we'll put a little divot in there. And then I thought, with these ones, if we took like this, and like so, and made it a pocket. These can go onto a page, could just be glued onto a page and then use it as a pocket, use it as a tuck, whatever. So I thought if we get them made, then we can decide what we're going to do with them once they're in there. And I'm just going to take and snip that little piece off. Yes, scissors again, believe it, I tell ya. And we're going to do that. And I think we're going to ink this one up. So there's a little definition. Now that's another thing you could do. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, where did my ink? It's right in front of me. It's right in front of me. Put things right in front of me. I still don't see them. So I'm going to get my little whale tail punch here, and I'm just going to put a little divot in here and kind of eye it up that it's center. Now, is it center? Yeah, ish. Ish. We'll give it an ish. Okay, so now, when that sits in there like so, at least it's got an indication that there's a pocket there and it's not just a straight across thing. Oh, I see I gotta do this. Look at this guy. It's a little rounded. It's the middle of the week. No, it's not, because I'm not posting this today. I'm doing it today, but I'm going to post it for Saturday. I'm trying to work a little ahead. So this will be played on Saturday. So it's not the middle of the week, it's the weekend. What you guys doing for the weekend? Okay, so we're going to let that glue dry a little bit. And that makes kind of a little interesting little pocket. So we have a pouch and we have a pocket on the ATC cards. And then I think with this one, we may just take and, because it's kind of, this is a nice writing one. So let's glue the two together. I was playing this morning with some mixed media. If you haven't watched Rose's video yet on her Mixed Media Monday, you may want to watch that one. It's very, very informative, fun, and inspirational. So I am going to attempt to play a little more with mixed media. In fact, I believe what I'm going to do, which it can be classed as mixed media, but on the cover of this journal, that gold that's in there, I'm going to put a little bit of gold in and around there just to highlight some of it, make it kind of stand out a little bit. So this here, and then we have this one. And you don't always have to have a background on them. You can, by all means, you can have, just ink it up. And if you do inward, then it gives you a nice look. And it doesn't have to be much. It just has to be a little bit. And if you take, like we discovered the other day, I lost that little thing that I had, and it bounced off, and I said, oh, I'm never going to find it. I haven't found it yet. I have been on my hands and knees on the floor, and I still have not found it. So, where exactly it is, the little supervisor might be hiding it on me. But this seems to work okay. I know that's probably not what it's meant to do. It's for stenciling, but I'm okay with just using it for this. And I have 3 of these, and I think that they'll be just fine. So by combining the 2 colors, it gives it a little bit of a different look. blends it in, and it's not a stark white. So you don't always have to print on both sides. You don't always have to have a pattern or anything on the other side. Just have fun, get creative. And if you want to leave it just white, leave it just white. That's okay. I've done that too. So I'm just going to ink that. I don't like that tiny, tiny little bit of white showing through there. There. Didn't like that. So the only one other place that I can look is under the dresser in here, my storage cabinet, and see if maybe it bounced from over here to all the way over there. It doesn't seem likely, but stranger things have happened. I haven't found it. I haven't seen it anywhere where in Nugget's normal places that when he finds something that he knows he's not supposed to have, he goes into certain places and he hides and, you know, destroys them. But I haven't found his spot yet. So let's see, what are we going to do? Look how pretty that is. I like that. I do like that. I do want to clean up this little bit of fussy cutting in here, because sometimes, you know, it just looks a little nicer. Sometimes I like the little bit around, the little white going around there, and sometimes you just have to leave that there because it's so fine that you can't get in there close enough to it without it tearing. So when it's something like this, I just take and snip it and see. It kind of creates a little bit of definition on the feathers, or in this case, I'm guessing that's what it is a feather. It just kind of gives it a little bit of, and if you can pull it out, then it just kind of makes it look a little more like what it should. Oh, spit it out, so my goodness. It gives it more of the airy look. That's what I'm looking for. And let's see, did I do that one? There. Now, we're going to maybe ink this up a little bit on the skirt. Maybe on the head a little bit here. Okay. And then we may just put a sentiment in there. So as we were setting up, we were filling out our forms and whatnot when we were getting the tattoo, and the wife of the tattoo artist that we were going to see, she had just gotten a message, and it was all about what stands behind the let them, and she sent it to me, and I thought, what kind of coincidence is that she got that while we were filling out our forms and discussing how we wanted it done and whatnot. A girlfriend and I, we went together. She got one too, but she got hers in here. I didn't want mine there. I wanted to see it all the time. I didn't want it hidden. Let's get a little bit more glue on this here. There. And you don't have to. You can make these as frilly, put stuff behind, laces, ribbon, whatever. The only thing that I find is that I don't want them to be too bulky. If I'm putting them on a page, oh, I just got an idea. What kind of a hidden paper clip would that be? Let's do a hidden paper clip. Yes, let's do that. Then you could bulk it up a little bit. And I'm going to put on here this sentiment, but I gotta trim it off. Oops, don't want to put it in there. Hold on, I'm just trimming this so I got just the sentiment itself. And seeing that they're dancing like crazy, it's worth it. That's what I'm thinking. And we can put this. Like so. Now, so if we're going to do this as a paper clip cover, now we can bling it up and do some things, but I'm not going to do too much bling on it. I'm just going to put some cheesecloth in behind that, because it's going to be sitting on a page anyway. So okay, I had no intentions today when I started this. I was getting set up. I had no intentions of making a paper clip. And that is how we do it, isn't it? Okay. My puppies don't realize that I have the door closed yet. Nobody's come barging in. Nobody's whining at the door. Okay, now I need to find a piece of cardstock, and I just happen to have this one here. And so I am going to, I like to keep my paper clips the same as what's going on there. I like to do that because I like to make sure that when you put it on the page, it is where it needs to be. And scissors again. Oh my gosh. My goodness. That's crazy talk. Crazy. Okay, so we're going to use a large paper clip, I believe, because it's a pretty, I don't have a plain one. I have colored ones. I don't want to use a colored one in here. Oh, there we go. Way down the bottom. There we go. Okay. There's a difference between, these are the ones that I buy at Dollar Tree or Dollarama, and they're kind of like a plastic coating. This one is the ones that was probably bought at like Staples or some other office supply place, and this is actually a metal one. So I don't like to use those in a hidden paper clip. I use these ones. And let's see, do we want to just do it this way? Let me think. I think, okay, so I'm going to cut this here. I'll cut this here. And I think what we're going to do is put the paper clip right in the middle first. And we are going to leave it up a little bit, because if we do that, then we can add a charm on it. And then I'm just going to take and trim this off. Get my out of the way here. And, oh. And we're going to round off our corners, just like we did with the cover that's going on there. So now this can go here, and that's going to be the one part. And we can take and we can glue that on. Now I like to use a glue that I know is going to work, and I believe this is going to do the trick. I usually use Fabric Jack, but I'm going to try this because my Fabric Jack is very low in the bottles. You can tape this in place if you like. I don't. But if I'm using this glue and not Fabric Jack, maybe that's a good idea, right? Just to give it a little bit of, you know, security there. I do want to make sure it stays where I put it. And because I want it to be in the center, I'm just going to make sure that we're in, yep, okay. And I'm just going to take and put this, push it down in there so it goes all the way around and holds it nice and snug. There we go. There we go. And then, since I'm on it, I might as well do it the other side too, right? Okay. And we're just going to over in here. There. Okay. So, that is that. Perfect. Okay. Now, I wish I wouldn't have put that backing on there, but oh well, I did. Well, so well, we're going to have a little more fun, and I'm okay with that. Okay, my glue is drying. There we go. You want to make sure that you get that bottom part of whatever you're putting on your paper clip in this area here. You want to make sure you get that bottom glued really well, because when you put it on a page, you want it to go, you want this part to open, not it to go between those two pages. You want it to go where it's meant to go, in here, in here. Okay, so now I'm going to take, because I need another size card like that. I don't want to use that one. I want to decorate this one and actually use it. So we're going to just take this, and we're going to do a collage, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. It's unintentional, but I think it'll be fine. Wasn't what I meant to do, but that's what we do. We change our minds, and we are entitled. We are women. We can change our minds. I don't want to cut my... There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, I'm just going to, it doesn't really much matter which side I use, does it? So if you remember, I said I'm saving my scraps just in case. So we're going to do the same thing we did when we did that page decoration. we're just going to collage and have fun. I like book pages in there. Whether it's a little written word or music notes, I don't care. I just like them all. And I'm going to put this like that. And I'm just going to tear this. And maybe I'll put, oh, I like that. Hey, how about that? Okay. And then what about we do? Okay, let's get this guy. We're going to put this guy in the center. And I want the printing, yes, upside down. And I think I'm just going to ink this one just a teeny weeny bit, because I want that to kind of be emphasized. So we're just going to do this. This is going to go like that. Okay. And then the book page on the other side. And then we'll decide what we're going to do with it. Such a great way to get rid of scraps and stuff. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we're going to put this up about here. And then we'll put this guy. In here. And then I'll put this guy here. And I'm keeping it the flat top because it's got, number one, it fits on the flat top, but it's also got the number there. Well, we like numbers. So we're just going to put that right like so. There we go. Cute. Okay, let's see how you fit here. I'm going to leave this hang down for now till we decide what we're going to do with it. I'm just going to trim this a little bit off here. Okay. Now, we're going to put, this is our, and we need to round these corners. The other ones we'll worry about a little bit later if we need to. There we go. And I'm just going to, I see this is lifting up a little bit here. Let's get that where it's supposed to be. There we go. Okay, so now we can, I found these on my desk. I cleaned up my desk. I gave myself space. And I found these. This is from Stamping Up, and it was a kit for cards. And I didn't use, these were extra ones, and they're candles, but they kind of look like a flare. So I thought, well, why not put them in there? And that's all Mardi Gras. So let's see. What would we put on here? We could put a person, trumpet player. We could put, let's get our scraps out of here, because I don't think, right now, I don't think we need any more scraps. We're doing this as a hidden paper clip. So let's put, let's see, let's put a, how about we put him? Yeah, that's perfect. And he's got music behind him. I like that. Okay, so, and we're going to leave that a little bit. Do we need to put anything? Maybe we need to find a sentiment. Let's put worth it. We put worth it. Let's put this one. I'm taking these off screen to cut them, to trim them, because I don't know where I got these from. And I don't want to, I would love to give whoever did them credit, but I don't remember. This is my little bucket of my little bucket of sentiments that I've collected along the way, haven't used. If I cut a bunch and whatnot, I don't use them all, so then I put them in there, and they come from all over the place. Okay, so I like that. And should we put, because we got that there, should we put a little bit more? I don't like that there. Those candles may not even go in here at all, but I found them and I thought, oh, you know, let's see if they do work anywhere, and if they don't, well, then they go back into the bucket till the next time. Okay, well, no, let's use a cheesecloth. And I just had a piece of cheesecloth here, and I lost it. I can clean up my desk, but apparently it doesn't much matter. Okay. You know, I said this video wasn't going to be as long as the last one. I hope it's not going to be as long as the last one. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to guarantee nothing. We just have a few things to finish up, so it should be. It shouldn't be. That was a long one. Oh my goodness! And if you made it all the way through there, I applaud you. That's amazing, and I thank you. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, and then see, your foot needs to be a little bit more down there. Don't want you hooking your foot. And we're just going to run this down too. Put our when you add music, upbeat music, you're elevating the feelings. So I think that works pretty good. And dancing around like no one's watching you is definitely worth it. And I make sure that our piece here hasn't been glued. And I think I'm going to ink this just a little bit around here. And I'm going to leave it that it's not perfectly straight, or not straight, but even all around there. I like that. Looks good. Okay, let's glue this down. And then we'll let that glue dry a little bit. Then we'll work on our last ATC card. No, we're going to put a charm on this one first. Let's do that. What should we put on here? Let's see. It has to be something fun, right? Let's see. We have something fun. Oh, there's a key, but that's not fun. Oh, what's this? Oh, that looks like that could work. Hey, I have one of those. I don't. It's a little organizer with all these little drawers. Oh, I love it. Okay, and then we're just going to quickly grab my. These are not the best pliers for this job, but they're the ones that I can find right off the bat. Okay, so there's not a hole there, so that goes this way. All right, and it's on both sides, so it doesn't much matter. Oop. That's what I mean. These pliers are not the best pliers for this. And I have some better ones somewhere. but they don't fit into that little, there's a little hanger thingy on the side of that little organizer that I have. Oops, put it in the right hole there. And it doesn't, there's scissors in there that I never use, so I could definitely, there we go. I could definitely take those out and find those pliers and put them in there, see if they would fit. They're a little thicker. Okay, let's just squeeze you together. No matter how I try, I very rarely get them squeezed together properly right off the bat. I usually have to play with them. That's just my technique, I'm sure. Okay, get in there. Or maybe it's my pliers that I'm using that aren't the right ones. There we go. Okay, there we go. So we could keep it like that, or we could add a little bit of lace to it. Not lace, ribbon. We could do some of those, that bead ribbon that I said, that I think is beads. That would add some color splash to it. And we're just going to, I see some places where I haven't quite gotten it right. Haven't put enough glue. Okay, well there we go. We have ourselves a little hidden paper clip. And this stuff I was talking about, this would add a little bit of something to it, but it unravels. Oh, you know what? I like that. Well, okay, let's just do it. Okay, let's just do it. See if I can, if I would think of things ahead of time, it would be much easier. Oops, put this in before I put that little ring in there, and I see that this is not going right, so let's get you down in there. I could have put the paper clip up a little bit more. That might have helped too. There we go. There we go. No, still not wanting to go all the way through. Well, whatever. Okay, let's just get you. Where are you? There you are. There you are. I should have, if I had been thinking, I could have put some tape around the end, and all these little pieces would have stayed in place, and it would have gone through so much easier. But nope, Sophie's going to do it the hard way. There we go. Okay, so let's put these guys away. And we're just going to, I don't mind that frazzled look. Oh, I don't mind that at all. Okay, let's see. Well, before we go and cut anything off, let's tie it. Oh, I put too much on that one. I don't want that much on there. Okay, where are you? There you are. There you are. Okay, get down here. It should not be this tricky, but you know what? That's what happens when you're doing things without pre-recording and going, voila, look at what I did. Okay, good enough. Okay, so we're going to cut this right about here. We're going to get rid of this. And we're just going to give this an extra tie, because this is going to hang over your page, and I am going to cut some of this off right about here. And we'll save that, because remember, we did that little piece on the that page one that we did, And it just added a little bit of bling to it. It was kind of looked okay. Okay, so I want you to do this. I want you to do this. So we have to take it down. There we go. Take it down. Here. I like that. Okay. And we'll just kind of frazzle those. And then, let's see, what does this do? What does this do if I pull this and cut this? I want frazzled ends, but I don't want it to be too long either. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, we're going to cut this off. Here. And maybe there. And we're going to trim this about there. Frazzle those ends. I like that. Perfect, I think. So now the charm will go on one side or the other, wherever it's most comfortable. And it's going to cover his head. Well, I didn't plan that. Oh, we better put him on this side. It's going to cover her head. Oh well, somebody's head is going to get covered. And then that will just slide over top of our page. Like so. Okay, let's let that dry nicely. Okay, so now we have this guy left here. And I think, you know, you can make it as complicated as you like or as simplified as you like. It doesn't have to be, oh, see, I like him. I'm going to put him on there. It doesn't have to be really, really all over the place and decorated and layers and layers and layers. Sometimes less is better. Less is more. It all depends on what you want to do at the time. But for me, this one here just kind of seems like it just needs this handsome dude on there. I'm going to do that. And maybe we will give him a number. These are ones that I had just printed off. I'm not printed off. I didn't print them off. These are my scrap papers. And when I'm trimming things or whatnot, these are my scraps. And so I save my scraps, and then one day I just sit down and I stamp them all. I get my stamps out and just stamp my numbers, and then they kind of come handy when you remember to use them. I sometimes forget. Okay, so I rounded the corners just to give it a little bit of, it looks like it's not just a square little rectangle little piece of paper that got stamped on. It actually looks intentional. I like that. Oops, what's going on? Why are you not in there? Did I not put enough glue? That's the one thing I'm used to using, our glitter glue and the fabric tack, and those kind of they work. You don't really have to wait long for them to be adhered. Okay, so we have just a little card. It can go inside of a pocket. It can go, it doesn't have to go on in a pocket. It could be its own little pocket. We have this guy here. And so I think what we'll do is just put one of these in there. And we'll do on the other side, we will do like we did with that. No, not that card. The other one. Wherever it went. I don't know where it went. Oh, did we? No, I don't know. Anyways, the card that I did put this on there. Now, you can get really, like I said, this doesn't have to be plain. You can do this. Maybe you want to do some doodling on it. Maybe you want to put And I'm just going to put this in here like this. And I'm going to put this destination at the bottom because of the ship there. But we're going to make this a little thinner. I have got stamps and die cuts. Oh my goodness. It's ones that I've never even used. They seemed like a good idea at the time, so I got them, and then I didn't use them. So that's going to be part of my 2025 is to start using those and see, just spending a day or two just doing a mixed media. We're going to take and a mixed media or something, whatever idea comes to mind. I need something heavier than that. Let's see what this is. Yeah, that'll work. So I think just outlining it in black, and I should have done it on that one too, but I didn't. But we'll do it on this one. These markers stink, but they really do what they're supposed to do. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. Yes, that just gives it a little bit of, we won't cover up her mouth, so. it gives it some definition, and definition is good. There we go. Oh, it kind of matches. I didn't notice that. Kind of matches with the black around here. Now let's just get rid of this white here. Yeah. That looks good. Like it. Okay, so this guy is ready to do whatever it is that we're going to do. This guy is ready. Okay, so we're going to put that over here. Now, let's take a look at our little pouch here that we made. I'm going to call it a pouch. Is it a pouch? Not necessarily, but it's a little, well, it kind of will. If you don't glue it in, it's kind of like it's being a little, its purpose is like a little pouch to hold things, right? And so we're going to get this whale tail punch out again. And I kind of like, I think the punch is going to take care of that, but I like that there. But I think it doesn't look right to have it on the bottom because it looks like it's cut off. But I guess, I don't know. You like it, leave it, right? You like it, leave it. Okay, so I'm just taking and lining up, and I think we're going to go down about yay, so yeah, there we go. And then we're going to take our handy dandy black marker, and we're just going to line it in here. Let's see how that looks. Whoop. If you have a whoops, make it look intentional. Make it look intentional. There, it kind of looks like it's a little torn there or something. Maybe. I don't know. I think I like that to be a little thicker. And that's where the boo-boos are going to come in. I hope my head's not in the way. Because I'm getting pretty close in there. There, I like that better. go. Let's give it a little more definition. If you are, if you have a Dollar Tree in your area, another thing that works really nice for this is buying the furniture markers, the ones that fix the scratches on your furniture and blends them in. And they come in 3 or 4 different colors. And those actually work really nice too for doing just exactly what I'm doing. Okay, let's hold it this way. Let's get that. Yeah, I really like that. That looks really good on this particular paper anyways. So we're just going to make sure we get it even all the way around, because I like that. If you don't like that, don't do that. Yeah, good enough. Okay, so now what I was thinking with these is we don't necessarily want to have them on both sides. You could if you wanted, but I thought once you get this open, like so. You see what I did? I'm wondering, why is this so hard to open? Because that was the bottom. And I meant for this to be the top. Or no. Yes, I meant for this to be the top and that to be the bottom. And that's not how it worked out. So let's just glue it closed. Oh my goodness. Like, see, that's, oh, get up here. This is probably going to be a little more difficult than what it needs to be, but thank goodness it doesn't need to have a whole bunch of glue on it. Just needs a little. There. I'm glad I didn't cut that off. I kind of like it. Okay, so now that I have these guys done, let's just, these guys are backed. And I think if we just put them in here, we could decorate them. This one's decorated. This one is good. We could put, if we had a smaller item, I don't want to lose any of that. We could decorate them. I like that. That looks good, eh? Okay, let's put him there. And now, because we're going to put him in the pouch, we want to make sure that we have all the little pieces, especially at the bottom, nice and glued in. Okay, so let's put him right like so. I think so. And these are the freebies that are with my video. Once you've watched my video, and if you look in the description, there's a code in there, and you can go and get these particular freebies. Rose has generously given all her design team members little freebies that go along with their videos to help promote them and get them some traffic. So if you haven't gone to check out some of the other wonderful creators, please do. I think I'm going to stagger these in here so that they kind of just hang out like that. And then I don't know what I want to do on the back side of this, so I'm just going to, Oh, I didn't do that. I gotta do that. I have to do that. I can't leave it like that. Oh, good thing I turned it over. So let's just get that done because, well, I don't know if I remember correctly, we had to take it down, didn't we? And we had some bumps and whatnots, but that's okay. I needed that. Okay, now we're good to go. So we are going to, and I want this to be the front, because just in case it gets glued onto a page, and then we'll stagger them, and so you can get them in. If I probably did it one at a time, it probably would be better. So we're going to put this like this, and so, and then you right down in the center. There we go. I like that. Now we can put something here. Should we? Oh, I love the saxophone. What if we did the saxophone? I like that. I do like that. Okay, and then maybe, maybe a number. Yep. Let's not trim it down anymore. Let's just do. We could leave this one. We could leave it just straight, or we could round it off. I'm going to leave this one straight. I'm going to draw around it. Oh my goodness, how many times do I change my mind? Okay, so we're just going to give that outline in black. I could get a little bigger protector for my cover here, couldn't I? Let's just be very careful that we don't go over top. No, you can't get a lot of stuff off of this thing, and I'm getting it pretty marked up as it is. But this would really do the trick. There, I like that. It's subtle. It's subtle, but I like it. Okay. There's some gold glue. Nope, not gold glue. Gold paint. Okay, so we're going to do just like so. I like that. Okay. Okay. And then we're just going to play with a few pages. I have a few different ideas, and we're going to get that done, and then we have got a finished journal. I still haven't really decided what I want to do with. We're going to just put this like this, and we're just going to, I want it just a little bit over the number. Oh, maybe a little more. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so there's another piece, and that's playing with those ATC cards. Okay, so now we've got these guys. Now this one here, no, the other one I did. If we just round off the corners, I'm going to use this one here. Let's round off the corners and ink them. That kind of gives something you can tuck in and use it as a writing spot on the back side of it. Or you can use it as a pocket. Create a pocket out of it. A pocket on top of a pocket. Okay, let's get rid of this and this. So now, this one here, I am just not certain what I want to do with this. I like it. I just don't know what I want to do with it yet. I have a few different ideas, but nothing concrete in my head. Okay, so this here bothers me. Don't ask me why, it just does. Oh, but if we did Oh, what do you think about that? But we have nothing to tuck in there, so we would have to create something to tuck. And this here, we could do this, but no, but I like this because this has this color envelope in there. So we can make, well, let's do that. We're going to make this into a side tuck this way, and we're going to make this into a side tuck that way. Which means we need to make a few more little pieces, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, so we're going to just glue around here. So I'm holding the piece, the edge that I don't want glue on. We could have put these in the middle and made them a little, like a little belly band too, but I think this will be okay. Like so. And then we're going to do it this way. So this is the edge I don't want glue on. All right. We're just going to put it right there. There. Okay. Love that. Hold them down. Now, I don't want to cut this because that would make no sense. If I did, oh, and then, wheels are going. Okay, I need a paper trimmer for this because I want it to be straight. So we'll get that. Oh, the sun is shining so beautifully today. I sure hope it's still filming. Since I've lost twice. I've lost, well, I didn't lose, but once I got that scam caller, that scammer, and which they phoned at 5:45 or 5:45 this morning. You can believe that. This is Bell Canada. No, it's not. Okay, so we're going to cut it down like that. Okay. I wonder if you guys can see what I'm thinking. What's in my brain? Okay, we're going to put that over there. We're going to, I believe I used the larger rounding off one here. Yes, okay. And we're going to put that here and here. Now, I'm going to ink this. And I don't think I can have these this long, but we're going to just work with them and see where they fit. That's just enough to get this out of the way here. Okay. It is nicer to work in a little bit, an area that's a nice, a little bit cleaner, more tidy than what it was the last time. I had like a little tornado had gone through. It was crazy. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything to these guys, except I'm going to glue that pocket down a little bit. This one wants to roll up, this one doesn't. Okay, so we're just going to give it a little bit of glue there. Right, there we go. Okay, so what my thinking behind this was, yes, it's a little journaling spot, but if you do this, and then you do this, no, that's good. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Wait a minute, now let me think. No, it won't work, because one is going to be up and one is going to be down. Oh, well, that's okay. It'll be what it'll be. So I need to trim these guys a little bit off. I had hoped that it could have gone, that would look like that. But now I realize that this should have been over there. But whatever. It's okay. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm okay. And we're going to trim off about yay much. And then we're going to round these corners once again. Oh, whatever. Yeah, there you go. Stay that way. You don't have to be that way. Let's see. Yeah, I like that too. Okay, we'll leave it that way. And I'm going to save these because I'll stamp on them and cut them out and they'll be cool. Okay, so we have that now done. And you could take and make this tags and you could put a hole in there and put your... I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay, so then another thing I wanted to show you that you could do, is just a neat way to decorate up a page, is to grab a piece of paper of your choice, whatever page you want to. We're going to put it on, we're going to do it on this page, I think. Yeah, let's do it on this page. And so I'm going to grab this one, and I'm just going to rip off. You see how this is printed crooked? I don't understand that. I don't understand. It makes it hard to figure out where you want to rip. Get rid of this. So now, one thing to do is you can just fold it into a square or a triangle or whatever you want. I'm just going to fold it into a square and make sure I got nice sharp edges. Now, this here is a journaling spot. Now, I just left the page white because you write, you know, whatever you write. So now, if you take this and you just put this over top of a page, I think I might trim this one down a little bit. I'm going to trim this because that's kind of interfering with it a little bit. We don't want it to interfere. And then I think I might just take and make it a little smaller. Okay, so let's just take a little bit. I just want a little off of that. We're just going to, probably like so. So, you can use this as a page topper. If this wasn't here, you could use it as a wraparound. You could use it just like this and put it in there. But what we're going to do today is I am going to use it this way. And I'm going to round my corners so that it looks a little more like it was intentional. And I'm going to use my big one here. I'm not going to ink this time. And I'm going to do my top as well because it just gives it kind of a finished look. Yes, I am going to ink. Yes, I am. So then what you do with this is it's a hidden spot, right? So you can decorate the top as much as you like, but when people open it up, they got a writing spot in here, and then if they open it up like this, they have all this to write in too. And then you just put it on with a paper clip. And now that I have these beautiful paper clips that will actually fit into this color scheme very well, and just like so, now we have all of the the fussy cuts here. So we can take and put him like this, and we could put a sentiment here. And let's see, we'll put her on the other side. How's that? And that's just a quick and easy way to create a little bit more space for writing, a decorative part for a page. And like I said, you could use it as a side, as a top, just on one single page. That works too. Quick and easy. There we go. I just want that down like so. There we go. And then, oops, didn't get much glue here. I'll just put a little in there. There we go. I'm just going to do that. And then here, we'll do the same thing. We'll put her here. I think that's a her. No, it's not. That's a he, because there's a beard. Okay, so we have that done. Now we're going to, we'll put a little sentiment. I love sentiments. Sometimes they just add so much to a page. Even if they don't really make a lot of sense, right? They don't have to make sense. It's maybe just a word that means something to you. Here, like this here, I typed this up a long time ago, and I tried it in different fonts and whatnot. I think actually I made a cover. It was a cover for a journal, and that's what I was playing with. And this was one that was left over, and I thought, well, this kind of goes, because, you know, Mardi Gras, there's probably a lot of people wandering the streets or whatnot. So they may not be lost. They might just be going somewhere. The very first trip that, before my husband and I got married, we took a trip to, we were in London. And we kind of had a day that we were just kind of looking around and not really doing anything, just kind of, you know, observing and whatnot. And I said to him, he said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, let's just go down here. Well, what's down here? I said, I don't know. Let's go find out what's down here. And so we went for almost a 2-hour walk around London, just with we were wandering, and we weren't lost. We might have been perceived as being lost, but we were just wandering around and looking at the sights and sit and take a break when we wanted to, and it was a lovely time. So there. We're going to leave that one just as it is, and then this here, let's put something here. What should we put? Let's see. What is this one? We could put that. Well, I kind of like, no. What about that? I kind of don't mind it. I don't mind it, but it's cultured, and it is a knowledge of art, literature, and culture. So I think that's quite fitting in here, and I think we're going to put it right here, and this color kind of goes a little bit in here. A little bit. No, I think it's good. We're going to round those corners off just a little bit, just in that. And I'm not going to put anything on it, any cheesecloth because you want it to be not bulky, so that when you're writing on the inside there or the outside, or if you're writing on it, you don't want to be dealing with bulk. So make it as smooth as you can, and then it's done. There. Okay, so now we have that there. I like that, and that adds there. And then we have that hidden paper clip that we created. Where are you? Let's see, where are we going to put you? Well, why don't we just put you right here? Yeah, just like so. And then somebody will have some scrap paper, and we can tuck something in there. We have this here that goes in behind here. Just adds a little extra something to the journal. Okay, so now let's put the sentiments away. I'll put it over here. And we have this guy here, and this one, and then we have this. So what do we have for, oh, you know what, we have this guy here. Wonder what goes, if this would go in here. If we just put them in like so. Well, let's put you here, and we'll put you in here. There. There. There, perfect. Oh, I like that. Okay, so now we just have a few, we have 2 pieces of this here, our fussy cuts, and we have a couple of these things to do. So what I did, oh, avalanche, glue everywhere. Good thing they're all in bottles. So what I did was ahead of time, didn't think you needed to see me do it. I ahead of time, because I only printed on one side, I backed each page with another page. So it's a little thicker, and I just glued it. And when I do this, I use like the Fabri-Tac or that type of glue, because it doesn't leave wrinkles, so I really like that. So that is what I did here. So now let's create, let's see, what is our first pocket? What does our first pocket look like? So our first pocket is like this, and I think we could put a nice little envelope in there. And I think if we took and trimmed this a little bit, it could be a nice, it will fit in there, and it'll give us a nice page design. So let's just get these guys out of the way. We'll use those in a little bit. And we're just going to handy dandy ruler rip off some, like so. All right, and then we're going to, I can see I will have to straighten it out. That's okay. I'm good with that. So I'm just going to take this and fold it like that. And we're going to make like a little faux envelope. It's not really going to be an envelope. It's going to look like it is. I don't know what that dinging is. Something's dinging. And then I'm going to leave that because that's kind of ratty-tatty, and I don't mind that. Oh, but this is not glued. I wish now that there was more that wasn't glued, because I would take and put stuff in there. I would. Okay, so this should, before we go any further, let's just double check. We can put it in this way. But I think we're going to stick it in this way, like so. Like so. And then when you look at it, it could be used as you could take and glue it down the sides and use it as an envelope. absolutely, but I don't want to. This is going to be another one of those pages that are a hidden journaling spot. And I see that I want to use this one, and I just want to round my corners a little bit so it looks a little intentional. I'm not going to ink it. I'm not going to decorate it. I might put something. I might put something. Okay, so let's get back to this. I'm just going to leave that like that and put. Now, what we could do is, oh, there's texture on here. That must have been some glue. It kind of feels cool. I like that. I don't know how I did it, but I did. So we could put a drum and our trumpet on here. How's that? Just to give it something, like, use them up, right? And I think they'll go very well there. So that's using 2 pieces of paper just glued together back to back. Again, not printing 2 sides. Sometimes, you know, the printing can get pricey. Not pricey, but, well, it's pricey depending on your printer. Now, my printer is an Epson Eco Tank, so I love my printer. And it doesn't take as much ink. I get more prints out of a fill than what if you're using a cartridge. And the cartridges get very pricey, I think. This is why I went away from the cartridges and went to the Eco Tank. And so we're going to put the drum here. And let's put this number right in the center. Why not? A number is a number is a number. Right, right. Okay, and I'm just going to try to do this. Ink it up instead of blacking it out, but I think, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. These are really handy, inexpensive, and do a nice smear job, but they also, as they get older, they tend to break apart like that. And then you get the little pieces, and it's kind of annoying. Okay, so we're going to do this. Okay, there we go. And I think, do I have, oh, let's see if I have a little one in that color. Oops, oops, oops. This one or that one? That's the one. Okay, so I'm just going to take and put this like this. So it holds the flap down, but you can still take it out. You can still take it out, and then that's a nice little envelope. It's an envelope if you want to glue the sides down. This way it's just a place that adds decoration to the page, but it's a lot of journaling space in there. A lot of space for writing. And so we have this one for writing in here and there, and we have stuff tucked in there. And so those pages are good. This one here is good. I like that. We have this now figured out. This here is just waiting for something to go on in there. This is nicely decorated. Okay, so we have this here. Now this one here, I would like to do just the same thing. Just the same thing, and take a page that works with it. This would be nice if I could get this to fit in there, because that kind of gives it like a nice scenery. But it's also a nice area for journaling. And I see I folded that over wrong. Okay. There we go. probably have to trim some of this off because we put the eyelets in there. So that creates, no it doesn't because we didn't put the eyelets right through. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so this fits in here, but we need to take off some over here. So let's just do that quickly. Let's make it look like it has purpose. Why is it that cutting off corners makes me think it has purpose? I don't know. It's just not a piece of a piece of paper just folded. Now, if you really wanted to, you could take and add some pages in here and make it like a little book. I'm not going to. Is that enough? Oh. Enough? It's enough. Okay. So we have that. I like that. Looks like she's getting ready to go over the bridge. And we have this here. Lots of writing space in here. I'm not totally happy how that happened, but it did. And that's what it is. And then we have our writing space in here and here. This is writing space. This is writing space. Like this. And then it's our little pocket that we made out of a page. A little tuck spot. And a little more stuff there. And we have one more here that we're going to do that, almost that same kind of thing, but this time we'll make it look like a tag, a big old tag. Let's see, which one should we use? Get these out of the way. Okay, we have, that would be 2 purple. That would be nice. Oh, I really love that page. And that would be our tag. Okay, so we're going to just take and fold this in half. I call these a faux tag. I don't know, it might be called, I don't know, this way you fold paper, I don't know. I just call them a faux tag. And get it where we want it. Okay, and okay. So then we're going to say we need it off by about yay much. Okay. Let's see how that. I would prefer it to go in this way. But yeah, I would really prefer that. Okay. So now we're just going to make this. We're going to get some of the stuff out of the way, get that out of the way, get our table cleaned off. Onto the floor it goes. Little bits and pieces everywhere. Okay, so we're just going to take and do this. Get it, make it nice, sharp, crisp crease. That's what I was trying to think of. And so my bottoms, just like a tag, I'm going to take and give them a little like so. And then I'm going to take my handy dandy credit card. And I don't, oh, should we be exaggerated and put a really big one on there? Oh, why not? It's a big tag. Let's make it exaggerated. There we go. Like so. And we could take it like that, but that needs to be inked because the colors, the pages kind of blend, the page blends together up top here, so we need to ink that. There we go. So I enjoyed watching Rose's Mixed Media Monday video, and she gave me a lot of inspiration. So I'm hoping tomorrow I can just play with some mixed media. I have some things that need to get cleaned up and tidied up. But I think tomorrow I'm just going to dedicate it to a little bit of play day. There we go. Okay, so we have that. That's, I think we could really be done if we wanted to be. And I think that's pretty, I don't mind that at all. So let's put our glue on here, our cap on our glue, stick it back up the way it belongs, and clean off our desk a little bit. Now what I want to do, just a little bit, but I'm going to do that right at the very end. Okay, so we have our envelope, faux envelope that we did here, and our little happy person there welcoming us to this journey into this journal. And that was our page that had the hole in it because of the glue. And this is our little tuck spot that we made out of the ATC card. And then our page that we folded to make a tuck spot and a tuck spot there. Beautiful. And then, of course, we have our writing spots. And we also have our little slip in here where this fellow is. What did I call him? I don't remember. And with lots of writing spot, there's our hidden spot that we did today. All of our little pocket here. This is writing spot in here too. This is all, there's a lot of writing spot in here. We were going to take and put a piece of paper in here. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's make it a scenery one. So we're going to just quickly have to take and make it a little shorter, I believe. So we're just going to take some of this off. Oops. And I'll take so. And like so. And then we're just going to fold this like this. Wait. No, I want this side. So we're going to do this. And we're going to fold this piece under. Maybe about the same. Like so. Good enough. And we're just going to put that right in there. Oops. Put that, I should put that, get it back in the shot here, right? Just a nicely folded up piece of paper. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just another place to add some writing spot. This one will leave empty so that the person that is going to enjoy this book can put whatever they want on here. And that is our page that we did with just folded over and rounded corners. Lots of space in this little guy, I tell ya. I quite enjoy this. I love these colors. I love working with this kit. And so what I was thinking, to just finish it off just a smidgen, and if I could find my little gold, what is this? It's just a matte finish, little gold paint. But I need just a tiny, tiny, tiny little brush. And hold on, I got just the thing. Just the thing. Oh, will that be a good? Yeah, that'll be a good one. Okay. Okay, so I got just a tiny little brush, and I thought what would be really nice is to take and create some of this gold here, just little bits. So we'll have a little bit of mixed media in there. How does that sound? And you just want just a little bit on your brush. Don't want too much. But just to, in the areas, just to have little bits here and there. Just give a little bit of a shine. When you're looking at it, it catches your eye, but doesn't overpower. There just ever so slightly. The trick is just a little bit on. See, I got too much on that brush. I'm going to use it very gingerly. There we go. It's just ever so slightly, but you can see it, how it catches. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. But anyways, that's what I thought we would do to finish this little gal off. And our little fun trip to Mardi Gras. Oh, I think the puppies have realized, hey, wait, she's behind a closed door. And just little pieces here and there. Beautiful. Okay. I wish that I had some paint or something to highlight the green in there to make them. I got like a, I don't want to make it, I don't want to cheapen it, but I want it to be bling. I want bling. Okay, let's see. Oh, we better put a little more on this side. Okay. That's in here. A little in here. A little there. And some in here. There we go. In here. There we go. That's there. See, just enough to bring your eyes to it. Okay. So I think that's going to be good. And then I will clean my brush later. But I have got, let's see, where is it? Real quick. Not that one. This one. No, not that one. This one? No. Yeah, this one. This is one. The first one I found. I have these little diamond stickles. And they just give you just that little bit. And I think that would look really pretty in there. They just kind of give you a nice little sparkle. And that would be just enough to give it just a little bit of hello, I'm here. Yeah, like so. I don't know. Can you see that? Just gives it between the gold and those are the only two big green ones, so I'm not putting no more on there. I just want that little bit. So there we go. There she is, all finished in her glory. She's beautiful. And I won't open it up again because I don't want to muck this up. So it looks very distressed because my printer acted up a bit, and I'm not angry at that. I'm not angry at that at all. So I thank you guys again for joining me. My little candles are going to have to make it somewhere else because I didn't make it in here. Alrighty, so you guys have yourselves a great day. I thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.